Oh my god. It's a foil force of negation. So, a little bit of an explanation. Immediately after recording number 12, I believe it was, I went and played a league for myself because that was all I intended to do after such a sweet. We're taking this, by the way. After such a sweet list, I was like, you know, I'll just. Ooh. Should we try. Like, we've already won. Should we try the meme deck? No, we should probably still try and win. Yeah, let's still try and win. Well, it's so early. We'll take Ayula's influence. Maybe we can get some sweet stuff. So a little bit, continuing the explanation. After drafting number 12, the sweet Ren and 6 deck, I played later that night. I had one more entry. I was like, you know what? I'll buy another pack so I can play. Might as well while I still have them. And I opened a Force of Negation, and I played Blue-Black Ninjas, and we went 3-0. And so I got more packs back, and I was like, well, I played another one, and I was like, well, I should probably record these and just have some rainy day content. So I don't know when this video is going to go up in the future, but it will go up eventually. Also, that's the third Force of Negation. I haven't sold any of the cards that I wanted to keep, so we have 2 Force of Negations and a Renin 6 as of the time of this recording, which is awesome. And yeah, so we're gonna have like a place in a Force of Negations. This is awesome. You can't plan this. You can't plan this. So. Alright. I mean, ninjas is what I seem to have the most luck with. Maybe we should just force ninjas. There's not a lot of green cards in this pack. So I'm gonna see what happens here. I really wanted this to work. But there wasn't even that many good green cards coming around, so. Ooh, a foil snow-covered island. That's not worth anything online, though, or I would definitely take it. Oh, you know what? I still might, because I don't like Spell Snuff. Headless Spectre's kind of meh. We're not milling people with Stream of Thought. We'll take the foily Snow Island to go with our foil Force of Negation. Take another Ninja of the New Moon. I love this. It's the Ninja Lava Axe. That's a sweet sentence. The Ninja Lava Axe. Alright, I do like Phantasmal Form. I think it's really good in the Ninja deck. I actually never used to play this card, and since drafting it, my win percentage has gone up a lot. Because turning your 1/1 unblockables into 3/3s and drawing a card is pretty sweet and limited. Alright, we have another Snow Island, a Rank Officer, and a Birthing Boughs. I think we take the Rank Officer. It's just a decent value creature. Let's face it, we've already won this draft. Not actually in terms of win percentage, but in terms of value. Wow, the foil Force of Negation is actually worth more than the regular, which is kind of absurd. That's usually not the case online. I don't know if I want a third Ninja of the New Moon. Let's take a Ward-Eye Witch. I like it a little better than the Headless Spectre. Alrighty, I guess we'll take a Putrid Goblin. I'll take a Carrion Feeder. Who knows, maybe we're not playing blue and we're actually playing the red-black sacrifice deck. Because we have Rank Officer, Ward-Eye Witch, Putrid Goblin, and Carrion Feeder. We could honestly go either way at this point. Universal Automaton. Sure. Alright, not great last picks there. None of them were going to play probably in any deck. Alrighty, second pack. Gluttonous Slug, very tempting. Deep Forest Hermit is not in a color we can switch to, really, especially being double green, so someone's going to be very happy that they got past that. I think we have to take Mana War. I think it's the best creature for our deck. Otherwise, like, you know, Barrenmoor Slug, but Mana War. We're going to take Mana War. Alright. Moonblade Shinobi or String of Disappearances? I think we got to go with the Ninja. Alright, in this pack, we're not getting a lot of cards we need. So I think what I'm going to do, because we're not playing a third Ninja the New Moon. I just don't think that's viable. We're going to throw a Goat Nap into the sideboard. I really want this Slug, but I think Bizarre Trade Mage is better. I really like this card. And we can't play an Iceberg Kinkrix. Oh, we're not getting any low drops. I'm forcing ninjas. Again. Forcing ninjas. Again. So if we were going to switch to the Sacrifice deck, I probably should take Feaster of Fools. Or like a Goblin Champion. Alright, Barrenmoor kind of fits in either, so definitely going to take that. Would not mind being able to draw extra cards, pretty much regardless. Smoke Shroud. It's a card we're looking for. Makes Trade Mage better. No blue cards. I don't think we want Amorphous Axe. I mean, maybe we do, but I'm going to take Igneous Elemental. Throw that in the side. Silumgar Scavenger. Maybe. Goblin Champion on the side. This is going to be a very weird draft. My apologies in advance to everyone. Take another Goat Nap for the potential deck switcheroo. I don't think we're playing any of these. Loads of question marks. This can go in the other deck. And finally, a Recruit the Worthy we're not going to play. Alright, in pack 3, there is a Kaya's Guile that I really don't want to splash for. Exclude I would take here, except I do not want any more 3-drops. I think String of Disappearances is the best card we could take here. Lesser Masticore is also in the running, but like probably that one. Considering we don't have that many low drops and most of our ninjas are big, I think Smoke Shroud number 2 is probably what we should pick. There's some argument for choking tethers, but this is another card we want in the grave. Which makes, once again, makes Bizarre Trade Mage a little bit better. Alright. Always can use more Mana Wars. I know I just said, like, hey, I don't want many more 3-drops, but, like, this Mana War, come on. You gotta take the Jellyfish. Ooh. Alright, hang on, we have a choice. Okay, Collector Oof came down. Last I had checked, it was like 20 bucks, but that was months ago. So Fairy Seer is definitely the picker. This is like 8 tickets, but we have a Force of Negation. We don't need it. We could take Watcher for tomorrow, but Fairy Seer is way better. We do not have enough Snowlands for Astrolabe. I guess we take Ransack the Lab. It's really not that bad. So Nether Spirit. We do have ways of getting in the grave. Crypt Rats could be good. I don't like Scour as much. Let's take Crypt Rats. It is a board wipe, and those are kind of rare. Okay, Eye Kite's kind of what we're looking for. We already have an Azra Smoke Shaper. We already have a bunch of, like, top-end ninjas. We need low drop flyers and things of that nature. How many Smoke Shrouds can we play? Is there a limit? Is there a too many? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Only 5 ninjas. I want to take another Smoke Shroud. We're gonna smoke bomb our way to victory. Hopefully. Yeah, we'll take a Cycling Land. Helps our Eye Kite. Ooh, Choking Tethers, yeah. I like having a Choking Tethers. Choking Tethers number 2, or Universal Automaton. Probably better to have the Tethers. It at least cantrips. Yep, another Ward Eye Witch. Probably not playing it. Reign of Revelation, I'm also not playing. I think with this many Smoke Shrouds, the second Ransack the Lab's actually good. I think that's like legit a strategy that we can do here. I think I'm gonna cut a Wart Eye Witch. Okay, we're not playing a Reckless Charge. And I think this is our deck. Once again, 8 and 8. So Cycling Land. You know what? We'll throw in the foil Snow-Covered Eyewood, because why not? And we'll try running it like this. I'll see you guys in round 1. Alrighty, round 1. We'll play first. No ninjas, but I think this hand will work. And we can make a flying Ward-Eye Witch, and that's probably good? Question mark? Okay, opponent starts Plains, and a Universal Automaton. Interesting. Play an Eye-Kite. Pass the turn. A second Universal Automaton. We draw Barrenmoor. So play an island, play Ward-Eye Witch. And I think we get in for a damage here. Third land, no attacks. Very interesting deck our opponent has. Play a swamp. Let's go ahead and give this flying. Opponent has a generous gift that is just fine with us. We get to scry. Man of War to the top. Smoke Shroud to the grave. We'll go ahead and attack. Let's cycle this Barrenmoor just for some extra damage. Hit our opponent for 3. Pass the turn. Opponent plays a Plains into a Lancer Sliver. We untap, we draw Azra Smoke Shaper. Alright, so this is kind of dirty. Let's get in for 4. Opponent is going to triple block. But we're going to give that elephant indestructible. We will use the Smoke Shroud. So we kill their 2 best creatures, question mark, and play an Eye-Kite. Oh boy. Opponent plays a 4-drop. We draw Crypt Rats. We'll unsummon the 4-drop. Get in for a lot. Opponent can block 3 of it, but they lose their only creature if they do. Opponent goes to 4. Well, they have to have an answer for both of our flyers and be able to block both of our creatures on the ground, so I think we've got this locked up. They'd have to have land Winds of Abandon to recover there, pretty sure. Alrighty, I don't think we have any adjustments to make, so we will submit deck and run it back. Alright, let's make this work. We'll keep. Hope I didn't just F6 through my own first turn. Okay. It would figure the one time I hit F6 right off the bat, my opponent would be like, I want to play second. Thankfully, that is not what happened. We'll start Swamp. Pass the turn. Opponent plays an Enduring Sliver. I am going to cycle Barrenmoor. I was thinking about saving it for the Eye-Kite, but having a Putrid Goblin here is actually a little bit better. Our opponent can spend a turn outlasting if they want. They play a swamp. They outlast. So let's ransack the lab and see what we find. Ooh, yeah, we'll take that. Play a swamp. Attack for 2. Yeah. Outlast is a decent mechanic, but it gets really blown out by unsummon effects, and our deck is full of them. They play a Venomous Changeling. Attack for 3. We go to 17. We draw a Fairy Seer. So, play Mana War. Unsummon the... You know what, we'll unsummon the Changeling and get in for extra damage this turn. Fairly confident we can race. Play Fairy Seer, go Shrine. Ward-Eye Witch and Crypt Rats. I don't think we want either of these. We'll go ahead and put both to the bottom. Pass the turn. Opponent plays a Lancer Sliver. Gets in for 3. No blocks. We get a Smoke Shroud. So play a Swamp. Smoke Shroud, I was going to say Llanowar. Manowar. It's a very, very different card. Go ahead. Get in the air. Use this as an excuse to pick back up Manowar. Give that indestructible, I guess. I guess we should have attacked with everything. I was just so excited I didn't think about it. Hit our opponent for 5. Pass the turn. If our opponent swings out and plays 1 creature, they die. Pretty sure. No, not necessarily. They reprobation our Azra Smoke Shaper, which does make it lose its flying ability. Opponent plays a Secluded Step. Well, let's play a Swamp. Go to combat. We'll attack for 2. Whether our opponent blocks this Azra Smoke Shaper or not, we're in a good spot. Opponent does block it. Okay. So we let first strike damage happen. Then we ninjutsu. Put Smoke Shroud on our Ninja of the New Moon. Couldn't remember the card's name. Hit them for 7. Ooh, do they have something? Nature's Chant. Alright, they destroy the enchantment. We still hit them to 5. We'll play Fairy Seer. If we see like our other Ninja of the New Moon, we just win. We do not want to draw more lands at the moment, so we will put those to the bottom. Pass the turn. Opponent plays Venomous Changeling. Oh, actually, I should have had us draw a land, because we could have mana ward this Ninja of the New Moon. Ah, that was a misplay. I'll go to combat. Attack for 1 in the air. That's what you get for not thinking through your plays. So we'll play Mana War. Pick up Ninja of the New Moon. And I would play Ikite here, but our opponent only has 1 land in hand. or one card in hand, and we do have a Force of Negation. We could pitch Kite too. That would guarantee us victory potentially. No attacks from our opponent. We draw Smoke Shroud. I guess that worked too. Get in with Fairy Seer. No blocks. So we ninjutsu. We will Smoke Shroud. Opponent has a Generous Gift. Oh, this is on our turn. We can't force here. Oh, I see, said the blind man as he was peeing into the wind to his deaf son, saying it's all coming back to me. Alright. Oh, we lose the ninja. We get an elephant. That's fine. Play Kite past the turn. Oh, I'm playing so badly and I'm still winning here. That's awful. I'm so sorry, everybody. No attacks from our opponent. We untap. We draw Rank Officer. So let's Smoke Shroud the elephant. Attack for 4 in the air. Did we get him this time? Thank goodness we got him this time. Whew. I'll see you guys in round 2 where hopefully I play better. Alright, round 2 coming up. I'm not thrilled about this hand, but I can make it work. Especially, I guess, if we're on the draw. So we will keep. Alright, what you got for us, opponent? We draw a Force of Negation, which I guess is good. Play Baron more. Pass the turn. Opponent plays a Forest. We draw a Smoke Shroud. So play an Island. Play an Kite. Pass the turn. Opponent plays a Wall of Blossoms. That's fine. We untap. We draw Mana War. It doesn't really do anything, though. So we play an Island. Go to combat. Attack for 1. Play a Putrid Goblin. Pass the turn. Opponent plays a Forest. And a Twin Silk Spider. Okay. We untap. We draw a Ninja of the New Moon. Unfortunately, we do not have enough lands. So we play Mana War. Bounce the Spider. And pass. Opponent plays a Forest. Okay, we untap. We draw a Swamp. So play the Swamp. Go to combat. Attack with everything. Opponent blocks there and there. So we ninjutsu. Ninja the New Moon. Take our opponent to 13 and pass. Should never F6 with a Force in hand. Just remembered that. Settle beyond reality. I'm gonna go with a hefty nope. And pass the turn. We draw Smoke Shroud number 2. Let's just give the whole team flying, shall we? And opponent scoops it up. Thank you, Force of Negation. You did work. Card's usually not that great in Limited, but I like it. You can't play around it. You can't expect it. Like, the first game you play it in, it's usually good. Because oftentimes people have no choice but to play as if you don't have it. Alright, we will keep this. This is a good hand. When it starts Plains and suspends a Knight of Old Benalia, we draw Ninja of the New Moon. Play Carrion Feeder. Pass the turn. Knight, take it down. Opponent plays a Forest and a Wall of Blossoms. We draw another swamp. Play an island. Pass the turn. No attacks. Knight of Old Benalia still taken down. Opponent plays a Snow-Covered Forest and a Fountain of Ichor. We draw an island. So play the island, play Mana War, bounce the wall, get in for 1. Hopefully our opponent cannot play 2 creatures next turn. But, you know, who's to say what they can and can't do? Knight of Old Benalia, 2 turns away. Opponent replays Wall of Blossoms and a Forest. And a Squirrel Nest. Interesting. We draw Crypt Rats, play a Swamp, go to combat, attack with both. Opponent blocks the Mana War. So we Ninjutsu Moonblade Shinobi. Hit our opponent for 3, make an illusion, and play Carrion Feeder. Pass the turn. Knight of Old Benalia coming down next turn. Trumpeting Herd. And an Imposter of the 6th Pride. We draw a Rank Officer. So let's play a Swamp. Go to combat. Get in for 1 in the air. Might as well Ninjutsu, I imagine. Hit our opponent to 10. Pass the turn. Alright. Knight of Old Benalia coming off suspend finally. Pumps the team. Opponent gets another elephant, unless they're like me and click through the prompt. Opponent plays a forest. They play a Mana War. Interesting. They bounce our big ninja, which was tapped. I figured if they were attacking, they would have bounced something else, but that's fine. Not attacking here is a mistake. Okay, opponent gets in for 11. We can trade here. Oh, I should have, I guess. Maybe... No. No, I guess not. We draw a Ward-Eye Witch. So what do we do here? I think we need to use Crypt Rats to reset the board. The problem is we can't play Crypt Rats on anything else this turn. So I guess play Crypt Rats. And we'll pass. This carrion feeder is going to be roughly no value, but it makes a squirrel. I think in order for us to win, we have to draw a swamp on our opponent not to attack this turn with everything. Excavating Anurid. Okay. Opponent sacks a forest. Draws a card. Plays a land. I think my previous statement remains true. We need to draw a swamp. I expected them to attack with everything. We can block here. Sack the carrion feeder. Take 6. Go to 7. Opponent plays a mother bear. Alright. Swamp. Not a swamp. Can we play enough creatures to block and survive? Because we can't block with either of these. We can play Rank Officer and Fairy Seer and try and scry into a swamp. That gives us 3 blockers. We block here, here, and here. We would take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that doesn't work. The problem is this Excavating Anurid. Let's play a Fairy Seer, try and get a little more information. I don't think it changes anything, but we can try. Ninja of the New Moon and an island. Don't want either of those. Oh, shoot. Yeah, no, I really screwed this up. I needed to Crypt Rats activate, then replay 3 creatures. That was like the only way we got out of this. Or replay a creature, I mean. I guess we can block and activate. But I still think we die if we do that. Opponent activates Fountain of Ichor. Goes to combat. I think activating Fountain of Ichor when we have an active Crypt Rats was a mistake. So I punted. My opponent punted. Because now we can block and sack and we're fine. Oh, I should have maintained priority and sacked both creatures. Carrion Feeder would have survived then. Oh, you learn something new every day. I thought Crypt Rats had to sacrifice itself for some reason. I need to learn to read cards. Holy crap, do I need to learn to read cards. Okay, we untap. Draw a Lonely Sandbar. So we play Trade Mage. Draw some cards. Discard Smoke Shroud. Discard Rank Officer. Actually, no, we don't discard Smoke Shroud. Do we? Doesn't matter if we do or don't, actually. And we discard Smoke Shaper. This needed to be an untapped land for us to play this Ward-Eye Witch. Phantasmal Form. Alright, little late. Because now we're going to die to some squirrels. But it makes a squirrel. Goes to their turn. I was going to say, there's no way they don't attack, right? Yeah. We got a block here. We take 1. We go to 3. Have a Rhyme Tender. We draw a Putrid Goblin. So we can play Ward-Eye Witch. We can play Putrid Goblin, which will block here and here. We can only take 2 next turn, which I think... Oh, it's very close. But the problem is that wall. If we could get in unblocked, we could Ninjutsu Ninja and then get our Smoke Shroud exactly lethal. I mean, this might not be a problem had I remembered to do the Carrion Feeder thing right. But that was a big mistake. And you had to maintain priority for it, too. Alright. Opponent gonna go attacking. They're leaving a squirrel back. Block here, block here. We get to go scrying. String of disappearances. Does that keep us alive? Well, we have to block, so it doesn't really buy us anything. Oh, maybe it does, actually. I think that actually keeps us alive. So we get back our Putrid Goblin. Now it does not. Alright, well, we'll see what they do. They make a squirrel. They make a squirrel. They're going to combat. Oh, I guess it doesn't keep us alive. I miscounted the number of squirrels. Yeah. Alright. You got us. Run it back. We'll just hope for a higher tempo start. Alright, we'll play first. Cannot keep that hand. We will mulligan. This hand is quite a bit better. Oh, I gotta open a window. It's getting way too warm in here. Get some cooler air coming in here. I'm sweltering. Okay, we will keep 6. Put back Ward-Eye Witch. Alright. Start Swamp. Carrion Feeder. Our opponent mulligan to 6. They play a Plains. Suspend Knight of Old Benalia. We untap, we get a swamp, play an island, play Ikite. Get in for 1. Pass the turn. Knight of Old Benalia ticking down. Opponent plays a forest into a saddled Rhyme Stag. We untap. We draw Crypt Rats. Play a Swamp. Let's just get in for 1. Play a Crypt Rats. Pass turn, Knight coming down in 3 turns after this one. Opponent plays a Snow Plains. Okay. No attacks from our opponent. Opponent's going to Savage Swipe. We will force that. We want this Crypt Rats to stick around. We get a Ninja of the New Moon. Alright, so let's hold priority. Activate Crypt Rats. For 0. Because we're good at this game. Because when you hold priority, you have to pay mana individually. Oh, well, we can just activate again. Holding priority. Sack Crypt Rats. Sack High Kite. Get Carrion Feeder up to a 3/3. 2 damage to everything. Hit our opponent to 13. Pass the turn. Knight of Old Benalia 2 turns away. Nothing from our opponent. We get an Azura Smoke Shaper. Attack for 3, take our opponent to 10. Opponent has a Recruit the Worthy token. They chump. Okay. Knight of Benalia coming down next turn. They play a land. We draw a Smoke Shroud. So let's get this thing flying. Go to combat. Get in for 4. Opponent makes a token. Can't block. Goes to 9. Does not make a second token. They're determined to hold on to that Recruit the Worthy. I would have thought they needed to make an extra token here to race, because they would have hit us for 10 instead of 5. Or, I mean 7 instead of 5. Excuse me. I'm going to place a land. And a Treetop Ambusher, not dashed. I would have thought they wanted to dash that. Opponent gets in for 5. Take 5, go to 13. We are going to need another land. That's not a land, but it can find us one. Opponent makes a token. Get an island. Play an island. Go to combat. Attack for 4 in the air. Okay. Opponent has to kill us this turn, or we kill them next turn. So their hand is Recruit the Worthy, 1 unknown. Opponent hits us with everything. We go to 5. They play a Trumpeting Herd. And their last card is Recruit the Worthy. That does not do it. We draw Baronmoor. Go to combat. Attack. No blocks, so we ninjutsu Ninja the New Moon. And the game is over. Awesome. Well, we won the second round, so I'll see you guys in the third. All right, round 3. We'll keep this hand. Hopefully we can scry into a ninja. Opponent starts Island. There's a ninja. Play Fairy Seer. Go scrying. Choking Tethers or Carrion Feeder. I actually don't think we want either of those. Pass to our opponent. Opponent plays a Mountain into an Eye-Kite. We draw a Swamp. So play a Swamp. What happened? Smoke Shroud Fairy Seer. Attack for 2. Pass the turn. Opponent plays a Hollowhead Sliver. Gets in for 1. That's fine. We draw a Swamp. So play an Island. Play a Universal Automaton. Smoke Shroud the Automaton. Get in for 2. So now we have a creature big enough to block the Eye-Kite, which is excellent. That means 2 Smoke Shrouds on Ninja of the New Moon when it enters. Opponent plays a Goblin Champion. I still think we block this turn, even if they just attack with the Eye-Kite. They do. It gets bigger. They discard an island. So let's block. Two mana, discarding an island and playing a land. We played a Lesser Masticore. We draw Bizarre Trade Mage, which will be a good follow-up. So go to combat. Attack for 2 in the air. No blocks. Big ninjutsu. 8 damage. Okay. Opponent will have to hold back Eye-Kite to block if they don't have an answer. Opponent has a Spinehorn Minotaur. They get in for 4, sure. Draw Force of Negation. So I kind of am a fan of Bizarre Trade Mage to see if we can't hit an Unsummon to kill our opponent this turn. So play the Trade Mage. Draw some cards. We did not hit the Unsummon. So we discard land, actually. Go to combat. Attack for 8. Opponent has to chump. I would replay Fairy Seer, but our opponent might be able to like combo kill us or something if we're not holding up Force of Negation. They have to have a flyer as well in order to block, or they just lose. But we want to hold up Force of Negation to deal with a potential Fist of Flame on the Spinehorn Minotaur. Okay. Opponent gets in for 3, that's fine. No blocks. Even if they unsummon the Ninja of the New Moon, we can just re-ninjutsu off of Bizarre Trade Mage as well. And that'll also just kill them. Okay, so opponent's going to loot to give it double strike. Discarding Mana War. Fist of Flame. So that would be +3 +0. That'll be... I'm going to go ahead and force. Take 6, go to 9. And the game is over. Alright, I don't think we have any adjustments. We could bring in the other choking tethers here. That might be correct, but... what will we bring it in for? We don't need it. Alright, this looks like a good hand. We'll keep. Kind of wish that Barrenmore was a swamp, but you never know, we might scry into one. Force of Negation. Play Fairy Seer. Go scrying. Lonely Sandbar is not the land I want to scry into. Okay, pass the turn. We do have Force of Negation in case of a Lava Dart or similar removal. Scour all possibilities. Yeah, I don't think that's worth forcing. Okay, we untap, we draw Bizarre Trade Mage, play Barrenmore, go to combat, attack for 1, take our opponent to 19, pass the turn. We're really banking on drawing a land here. Spinehorn Minotaur. Land. Crypt Rats is not a land. So I guess we have to Smoke Shroud. Not thrilled about this. Attack for 2. Opponent goes to 17. We pass. If we force here, we have to pitch Bizarre Trade Mage because we're going to need the unsummon for the tempo. Spinehorn Minotaur number 2. Okay. Opponent gets in for 2. We go to 18. We untap. We draw another Smoke Shroud. Once again, not thrilled about this. Get in for 3. Opponent untaps, they draw, they play an island, they go to combat, they attack for 4. We have no blockers, we take 4, go to 14. And they play an Ikite. We untap. We draw Phantasmal Form. Alright, we're going to hold back the block this time. We can't even force it. The next level counter. We should have ransacked the lab. Actually, I totally forgot that was in our hand. That's super bad. I'm so sorry. We probably just lost because of that. Because we're taking 11 and going to 3. Yeah, pretty sure that's game. We have to draw land to have any chance. Alright, we'll try it. Yeah, I'm so sorry. We needed to ransack the lab for a land there. Okay, opponent's going to go attacking. Block here. Block. Block here. Yep. Can't counter the ninjutsu. We made a mistake, but we were mana screwed anyway, so that was really tough. I think I'm going to bring in Choking Tethers, and I like it slightly more than a Ransack the Lab. We'll play first. I really don't like this hand for being on the play. I like this hand even less. We're going to 5. I guess we'll make this work. Put back that. And Putrid Goblin, I guess. Start Island. Cycle Lonely Sandbar. We draw Swamp, which is good. Opponent kept 7, plays a Goblin Champion. It's in for 1. We draw Swamp. Play the Swamp. Pass the turn. Opponent plays an Island. Goes to combat. Gets in for 1. We untap. We draw Fairy Seer, which is very good. Play Fairy Seer. Go Scrying. I think we want the Mana War. We kind of need this Fairy Seer to live without using Force. Yeah. Oh, it's on our turn. We can't. Never mind. Opponent now knows we have Force. There's nothing we can do about that. Opponent plays a land. Gets in for 1. We untap. We draw Mana War. Play a Swamp. Play Mana War. We'll unsummon the Goblin Champion. Okay, now we'll pass turn. War of the Mana War. I replay Goblin Champion. Get in for 1. We get a Smoke Shroud. We'll play Mana War. Bounce the Goblin Champion. Pass the turn. We'd like to draw a land and not have to use this Force. Exile Smoke Shroud. We have a lot of them. Opponent can replay Goblin Champion and attack for 3. Yep. Okay, no blocks. We draw Choking Tethers. So go to combat. Get in for 2. Opponent blocks. So they're going to Fists of Flame and then flashback Lava Dart to kill it. Alright, we'll cast Moonblade Shinobi. Opponent flashes back Lava Dart. Opponent attacks for 2. That's fine, we will not block. Kind of have to pray our opponent doesn't have removal here. Oh gosh. Well, Moonblade Shinobi is very annoying. We would know, we just played one. And they play an Orcish Hellraiser. We draw an Eye-Kite. So play Eye-Kite. Pass the turn. Opponent pays the Echo cost. Pretty sure that's game. I bounce Eye-Kite. Beginning of combat, we'll cycle Choking Tethers. Tap Shinobi. I mean, we'll fight for it. But short of Crypt Rats, I don't think we'll be able to get there. Opponent attacks for 4, we go to 6. We untap. We draw Carrion Feeder. So play Eye-Kite. Play Carrion Feeder. Pass the turn. Yep, you got it. Well, that's a sad end. We definitely could have won the game. We got mana screwed had we drawn lands, and potentially had I not punted, but you never know. Anyway, thanks everybody so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Like I said, I don't know when this video is going to go up, but I'll probably use it as filler in between some Ikoria content or something like that, or it might come out way down the line. We'll see. Either way, I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please like the video. It'd mean the world to me if you did. Subscribe to the channel if you're so inclined. You can also follow me on Twitch at the same username you find me on YouTube if you want to catch me when I go live. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!